So I have a problem with the quadratic formula, and that is I can't remember it. Now, every time I think of it, I have to look it up, and I have to remember that you get x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac, all of that over 2 divided by 2a. Now, that's a lot of stuff to remember, and I can't do that. So, I found this formula recently that I think is a lot easier, and it is x is equal to negative p over 2 plus or minus square root of p divided by 2 squared minus q. Now, you might be wondering where the heck the p's and the q's came from, but it is quite simple, trust me, don't worry, and I'm going to tell you right now. So, we know that this is a, this is b, and this is c, so you have a is equal to 2, b is equal to 12, c is equal to 6. Now, for this, we have p is just equal to b divided by a, and q is equal to c divided by a. And for this equation, we'll do it right now. We'll get p is equal to 12 divided by 2, which is 6. We'll get c, which is 6 divided by, q, which is 6 divided by 2, which is just 3. Now these are p's and q values. Now we can just plug it into the equation, where we get x is equal to negative 6 divided by 2 plus or minus square root of 6 divided by 2 squared minus 3. And now we know 6 divided by 2 is equal to negative 3 plus or minus 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. That minus 3, and you get your final answer, which is negative 3. Negative 3 plus or minus square root of 6. Now that is your final answer, or your final two answers. And just to verify, I'll check with the quadratic formula, which we have x is equal to negative b, which is negative 12, plus or minus the square root of b squared. The square root of b squared, which is 144, minus 4 times 2 times 6, which is just 48. And then you get that divided by 2 times 2, which is 4. 2a is 2 times 2 divided by 4. Now, 4 times 2 is just, 4 times 2 is just 8. 8 times 6 is 48. 144 minus 48 is 96. So that is negative 12 plus or minus square root of 96. All that over 4. And this can be rewritten as negative 12 plus or minus square root of 16 times square root of 6. All of that over 4. Sorry if I cross it out. And that is just equal to negative 12 plus or minus 4 square root of 6. All of that over 4. Cancel that out. This becomes a negative 3. Negative 3 plus or minus square root of 6. And as you see, you get the same thing. But you don't have to remember all this stuff. So, in my eyes, I find the P's and Q method a lot easier than the traditional quadratic formula, because it's just a few things you have to remember, and you don't have to do any crazy dividing. And also, it does work with odd numbers, which I'll show you right now. Now, set this equal to 0, because that's what it is supposed to be. It has to be when x is equal, or when this equation is set equal to 0. Now, as you can see, this is not factorable at all. Yeah, because this is just not factorable at all. So, now we have our p. We want to set up our p and our q, which is just, our q is just 9 divided by 2. Our q is just negative 5 divided by 2. Now, put it in the equation. We get negative 9 over 2 plus or minus square root 9 over 2 squared minus negative 5 over 2. And now that is just equal to, for 9 over 2 divided by 2, it is just 9 divided by 2 times 1/2, which is just 9/4. This is the same thing, and then over here is just 9 halves times 9 halves, which you get 81 over 4, which I don't believe you can simplify it. No, you would not be able to because 81 is an even number. So yeah, this is just as big, that's what it is. So you get negative 9 over 4 plus or minus square root of, sorry, my bad, it would be 9 over 4 times 9 over 4, which is just 81 over 16, which again is not factorable. 18 over 16 plus 5 over 2. And now we just want to set this plus 5 over 2. We'll just set them both equal to 16. So times 8, that's 40 over 16 plus 81, which you get 121 over 16. Correct? 81 plus 40, 121. Yep, and then you get, so in total is equal to negative 9 over 4 plus or minus the square root of 121 over 16, which we're in luck, is just equal to 9 over 4, negative 9 over 4 plus or minus 11 over 4. And that's your final answer. And just to make sure, I'll check it on the calculator. Over 4, and then let me just check this. Plug this into, negative 9 divided by 4 plus this. We'll plug this into the calculator. 0.5. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. 0.5. We'll plug that into the calculator, and we'll see. So 0.5 squared times 2. 9 times 0.5. Now this plus 4.5, and that minus 5 equals 0, which is correct. And now we'll do negative 9 divided by 4 minus 11 divided by 4, which is just equal to negative 5. And I would plug that in. Negative 5 squared is 25. 25 times 2 is 50. 9 times 5, or negative 5, is negative 45, and negative 45 plus 50 is just positive 5, and then 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So that's your answer. This is a correct. These two solutions are both correct, and that's how you find it with a very simple and easy formula that is not the quadratic formula if you don't feel like memorizing it. Also, don't mind this. I didn't even realize this was up here. That was just a mistake I made earlier. I meant to put a 2 there, and I put a 3. So don't mind that. Anyway, yep, that's it. And it should work out with most cases. I did show you 2 small numbers, like 2 small quadratics. It will work out with like big numbers, like let's say you have 8x squared plus 96x plus I don't know, 48. It will work with that. It works the same in the same general way as the quadratic formula, so it will work. And it's just a little bit easier to memorize. You just have to memorize that P is equal to B over A and Q is equal to C over A. If it's a little bit easier, P is just an upside down B, and Q and C both make K. So, yeah, that's it. See y'all later.